welcome back, guys. See the combine over there? You know it. It's time to harvest corn. Let's get to it. All right, things calibrated. We're gonna head out to the cornfield. This is that field of hay that we tore up earlier this year. This is what we call field 4. We are going to start taking ends off this field. This is our most ready corn. So I'm just gonna pull up here and turn the thing around. We just took our first pass off the field. We just did a loaded shutdown or a kill stop or whatever you want to call it. Checked. We are getting a little bit of loss, but header loss, man. This stuff might be really dry. We need to check it, but it's feeding in nice and fine. There's definitely some moisture in these stalks, but not much. This stuff's ready. So pretty good, but yeah, no header loss. Not too much you can do about that. You can slow the head down a little bit, but not much. And run slower, but you want to keep the combine full. Doesn't look like we're spitting a ton of kernels out the back either. So we're gonna take another pass off and see how that goes. The best corn head on the market, the Olamoc Drago. This corn's doing like about 70% moisture. We just took our second end pass, so we just did another loaded shutdown kill stop, and we're going to keep going. So it looks like it's doing a pretty good job, so it's time to keep going. All right, first load of corn. He just got back from town. He took it in to get weighed. I got the auger all ready to go here. Up to the wet bin right here. The dryer is pretty much ready to go. Augers are pretty much all in place, as you can see. But I just gotta turn this fan on real quick right here. But we're not gonna dry because there's some rain coming tomorrow, and we don't want to get this set up all messy till after the rain has passed. So we're just gonna fill the wet bin and call it good for today. right, time to take this tractor out. We're running up to 12th gear. There we go. This 8310 is a very nice tractor. Back to the combine, and he's running the old Kiwani disc on the 7810. Let me explain what that's about. So when we run our Hinneker cultivator on this field, so it is a big time cultivator. It has a set of ridging wings that go on the back of the shovels that basically throw a bunch of dirt on the bottom of the corn plants. Well, in the process you create these big valleys between the rows. You hardly can steer over them, so what we have to do is we got to disc them all out flat after we take all the ends off. So that's the point of the Kiwani disc. We're just going to disc down just the end rows. So, yep. We got all the ends off of field 4 over here. Now we're working on taking ends off this field. I'm going to go grab the combine, bring it down to this end. He's almost done disking these end rows down here. And so, as you can see, there's clouds that way. Doesn't look like that's going to hit us anytime soon, but there is rain coming tonight. The wind's been pretty bad today, but you know, not as bad as it could be. So we'll take it. It's fine. At least it's blowing it this way away from our hayfield, so that's nice. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. The Kiwani disc is doing a great job, so that is good. It kept us from having to dig the Lemkin out right now, which is good, because the 8310 is the only tractor that can run it, and it's currently on lemon duty. So, can you guys believe that corn head is its 20th season on this farm? Hard to believe. 20 years on this farm. And it's still a good machine, and it's gonna be here much longer than that. As you can see, I got the 7810 all dualed up. So it's just perfect for running this thing. Looks like it got cold enough in the cab that our insight's not working. This thing's a little heat sensitive. Alright, time to go pick more corn. As you can see, started on field 2. I'm currently driving on, this was the bean field, obviously. So having the beans out is nice. It gives us a little more room to drive. This corn head is a lot of weight on the front of this combine because it's a very, very, very heavy built corn head. But that's fine. We love it. We're gonna keep running it. All right, let's get started. number 3 full out of the field. Let me explain something to you guys. We haven't even finished taking end rows off yet. The corn today has all been yielding over 200 bushels to the acre. This is the highest yielding stuff we've ever seen in years. Like, we've had some of our highest yields. But we'll see how it gets. We'll see if it gets any better or worse as we get out to the middle of the field. That's yet to be seen. Because we're going to be once we finish, there's just a few more end row passes up there. Those will fit into the next wagon, and then we will start on this stuff. We're getting there, but this is some high yield stuff. 200s, 250s. We've even seen it go up to like 270. So who knows? Maybe there's some. I think we got that later variety on that we have planted on the like 12, 13 acres back there on the back 40 field. We might that stuff very well could surpass 300 bushel an acre. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if that's really... It could. Now, at least that's what our yield monitor is saying. Our yield monitor could be a little off, but it seems like with corn, it's never super off. And with how many wagons we've had to haul out already, I would be inclined to believe that that's probably the case, that it is pretty close. So... Oh yeah, that's good. More corn. We need it. Alright, let's just pull out onto the road. Full load of corn. Yep. Alright, got her safe onto the road. Full throttle. 12th, 13th, 14th. Alright, that's the fastest we're going to go. I mean, I have gone 15, but we'll go stick with 14. Unloading on the go, folks. Looks like he's empty. By the looks of the sky in the background, I'm assuming we're getting pretty close to quitting tonight. End rows completed. We are officially onto main rows of the field. All right, just got done dumping the first load of corn in the wagon. Everything seems to be working. That's how much we got done on the main rows of this field. But that rain is getting closer, so it won't be long. So, all right, back to combining. All right, just got back at the wagon. We're getting ready to load the last load of the night, number 6. It's the last one we can fit in the wet bin comfortably the last one we can comfortably fit a full wagon into. We can maybe put a little more in, but not a full wagon. And this wagon has a tarp, but it's not it leaks a little bit. It needs a little work done to it. So we're just going to keep this wagon empty. So we're going to get it filled and get in the bin and call it quits for the night. All right, final load filled for the night. He's gonna pick one round and bring it up to the farm. So let's get this A310 started here. First, he's gonna turn around, take one more round for the night, and then we'll wait for the rain to show up. Turn the lights on. Wrong switch. Yeah, there he is. guys, as you can see now, it is raining. Got 20 acres picked of like 65, so that's pretty good. The wet bin's packed full, so we will start back up again. We will, when it quits raining, we will start hauling corn and get the dryer ready. So we'll get the dryer, finish getting it ready. It's mostly ready. We just gotta finish getting it ready. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.